That means when we display the fruits of God's Spirit, there is no law against us because we are under the grace of God. Amen. So God bless you and may heaven continue to smile upon you. Some of you may not know what that means, but God cannot go back on his word. Amen. Whatever he said, you best believe it's going to come true. Can I get a witness? Amen. He is a covenant keeper, the God who stands by his word, the God that we can trust in. Oh, that's good to know that, because I'm learning in this life as I get older, it's hard to find people you can trust in. Sometimes we can't trust in those people that we should be able to trust in. Amen. But I'm just finding it harder and harder. But I'm so grateful today as we think about the name of God before I really get into this word. Because as we think about this covenant keeper, it deals with him. This is the name that appears so many times in the Old Testament in a compound name of God that reveals so much about who he is. And the first name I want you to understand, he is Jehovah Roy. That means he is the Lord, my shepherd. That means he leads, he guides me through all trouble, amen. That means he's with me, he takes care of me, he watches over me, amen. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, he'll be with me, amen. Jehovah Jireh, that means the Lord will provide. I know a lot of us today, we're thinking about our finances, we're thinking about situations in life and what we are going through, and we're wondering where our next dollar come from, and we're wondering how our bills will get paid, and we're wondering this about something. But I want you to know that we serve a God that is a provider. He'll take care and provide everything that we need according to his riches and glory. Can I get a witness? Anybody ever God ever provided for? Anybody here ever made a way of? Amen. Can I get a witness? Amen. That's the God that we serve. And another name that deals with Jehovah Shalom. That means he is the Lord of my peace. That means no matter what's going on in the world, what's going on in Washington, D.C., what's going on in the political ring, what's going on my job, I still can have peace. Because the God that I know and the God that I serve, amen, he'll give you peace not as the world gives to you. He'll give you that peace that surpasses all understanding. That peace that you will have in the midst of going through something. People wonder, how are you so peaceful? That's because I have the Lord on my side and I'm on his side, amen. Amen. The Lord, I know somebody out to shout on this one. Jehovah Rapha. Oh yeah, that means my Lord, he is the Lord, my healer. Anybody in here been healed, amen? Anybody been healed from things in life, amen? Glory to his name, amen. And I'm so glad today that how he starts out talking about this God, because we need to know why he wants to tell the people about this God that we serve, amen? Jehovah Sitkanu. Oh, some of you lost right there, amen, because that's the God of my righteousness, amen. That's the God that leads me into all truth, amen. That's the God that I know when I've done something wrong. He is my righteousness. There's nothing in me righteous. Matter of fact, the word says that my righteousness is like filthy rags. But I don't have to worry about my righteousness because I can lean on the Lord. And I have his righteousness, amen. God is such a good God. Jehovah Shammah. The Lord is there. Oh, that means the Lord's wherever you need him to be. Can I get a witness? Sometimes you're in places that you should not be. But the Bible tells me that if I go to hell, he's there. So that means that anywhere I go, the Lord will be right there. All I need to do is just call on him. And when I call on him, I know he'll come to my rescue. I don't know about y'all, but it's so good to know that I serve a God that'll come see about me. Amen. Even in my mess, even when my mess up and my wrong. Amen. Jehovah, the next one is Jehovah Nissi, the Lord my banner. Oh, boy, I can get right deep in that, but I don't have much time today. But I want you to know that we ought to keep and hold up that blood-stained banner. No matter where we go and no matter what we do, we need to hold up the blood-stained banner and let people know that's the God I serve, the one that died for me, the one that bled for me, amen. That's the God that I serve, amen. Jehovah Elohim. Oh, that means the God most high. Oh, that means came about the song said, they got a song said, nobody greater. Nobody higher, nobody greater than the God that I serve, amen. And I'm so grateful that the writer here, he deals with some things today because he also deals with them same verses as creator. This name identifies him as the one who made everything out of nothing. Good gracious, woo! Lord, I'm reminded of a story of a man that had a issue, and he was talking about what he could do. And he was talking to the Lord, and the Lord told him, said, well, go ahead and do what you can do if you can do all of that. So he was talking to the Lord, and he started gathering things up and doing things. And the Lord said, oh, no. You can't mess with that because I made that. That belongs to me. And see, some of us don't understand that. Some of us think that we're doing something. But I want you to know today that your help comes from the Lord. Amen. It ain't nothing that you can do without the Lord in your life. Amen. Can I get a witness? Amen. God is a great God. So as we think about him as creator, this is the God we serve. This is the Father. This is the God who takes our part through all the mess in this life. And I want to encourage you today because I want you to know that the Lord will take care of you. Amen. See, he does not faint. In verse 28, 29, Isaiah writes about the nature of God. He said, he does not faint. Man, God never becomes fatigued, despite the fact that he is upholding all things by the word of his power. He does not get tired. Oh, that's great. You know, sometimes I hear Brother William talk about how he cutting grass and doing a lot of things. Sometimes we get tired. You know, riding more, pushing more, doing hard labor, we get tired. But think about God. He's holding the universe, got the planets turning, rotating, everything on his own, just by his word on speaking of it. And he still got time to come see about us. Oh, that's some good news today that we serve a God that's so powerful and so awesome. He's doing all those things that we talk about. Little things are hard, but he's doing great things in the universe and throughout the stars and the planets. But he still got time to come see about us. Even though he was God himself, here at the same time, he knew how to trust on himself. And I'm so glad today that he wasn't in a rush, because when we think about the story of Peter trying to cut the man ear off, the Lord stopped. He said, hold up, wait a minute. We think about stories about when he told and done miracles to people. He said, don't tell nobody yet. Because he was waiting. He was waiting for the right time. And I'm so glad to think about this as I think about, even though they had them trumped up charges, even though they said he was guilty. I know he was innocent. But you know what he did? He went on anyway. And I'm so glad today because he went to a hill called Calvary. And they tell me when they took him on this hill called Calvary, they tell me a story about how they stretched my Jesus. Why? How they nailed nails in his hand. How they nailed nails in his feet. How somebody had the audacity to put a spear in his side. But they tell me when they put the spear in his side, They say blood and water came streaming down. And I'm so glad today that the blood and water came streaming down, because it came streaming down for your sins and my sins. I'm so glad today because he washed all my sins away. Can I get a witness? Well, I'm not, that ain't what the story is. Because they tell me that they even went and took him and put him in an old borrowed tomb. But when they put him on the tomb, he waited 1 day, they tell me. Then he waited 2 days, they tell me. Then he waited 3 days, they tell me. But on that third day, they tell me that he got up with all power in his hand.
Lean on the Lord, trusting in his holy word. He never fails yet. I'm singing. Pastor Godfrey of this great church, assistant pastors, deacons, members, and so many friends, we thank you. I lose my thought. We are so thankful that you are having us here. Let us fellowship here today at your church. But what I really want to get right into is that Mary, I'm going to use the name Mary. Mary has always said to us that she woke up one morning and God had spoke to her. Well, let's talk about being obedient. Well, Mary was watching TV. And she got tired, so she made her way upstairs to bed, and she lay down, and she fell asleep, pretty much in a coma. And as she was laying there, she heard Mary, and Mary was slightly in a coma. So Mary says, yes. So God says, Mary, I want you to start a Lamb Sharpe family reunion. And Mary said, still being slightly in a coma. And then he says, Mary. So Mary sat straight up in the bed. And she looked around to see if anybody was in there. And she got up and she pranced a little bit, and then she made her way downstairs, and she got a glass of water. But while she was walking downstairs, she was looking around to see if she could see anybody. She knew she had heard his voice. Got her a glass of water, and eventually she made her way back upstairs, and she sat there for a few minutes, and then she laid back, went back to sleep. But early that morning, that was on her mind, Lamb Sharpe family reunion. Throughout the morning, I think she spoke to a co-worker about it, and they said, oh yeah, that's a great idea, that's a great idea. But all I said all that to say is that Mary was obedient. Amen. Here it is 37 years later, because she was obedient. And we thank you. Now, could we please give this young lady a standing ovation? Dr. Mary Elizabeth Sharpe with